Okay, so here's the thing. You gotta start college. Now, here's a smart, affordable place to do it. OFTC, Oconee Fault Line Technical College. Yeah, man, it's great. Day classes, night classes, online classes, and dual enrollment. They're all offered. So whether you're still in school or looking to start a new career, it's not hard to fit college, the OFTC way, into your life. So if you want to get your hands on a career with a future, OFTC is the place to do it. So, are you ready to start your college?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Dubose Porter Center here in Dublin and have a special event going on. We're here with Miss Marie Bostic. Many people know you from the community. Such a hard worker in our community. You do so much. It's so good to see you.
Well, it's good that you guys are here because we're really celebrating, for Dublin at least, our 800 members coming international program. Our president is here. She's from Wisconsin. We have our former president that's from Florida that's here. So we are quite excited about our 800 membership here today.
Marie, you're a local past president this past year.
Yes.
And do so much in our local community. Let's start there with what your sorority does in our local community.
Our sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, locally we are Tau Omicron Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, which was founded in 1908, the first African American women's sorority at Howard University. And we are college-trained, educated women who are in the business of providing community service. We do scholarships, we do food bank, we have clothes and coat drives for people who are homeless. We do so many things for the community. And we also adopt the school programs as well. So we're excited about having our cluster of sorors from all over the communities, not just locally, but all over the state of Georgia as well as internationally, here today.
Marie, it's quite an honor, I'm sure, to host such an event.
Yes, definitely. It has taken about 20-plus years for us to be the host of such an illustrious event. And as I said, we have the international officers here, as well as the local regional officers here from South. Our regional director is Sharon Harriet Brown, and she's recently installed as our regional director from Columbia, South Carolina. And we're quite excited about where we're going. As you can see the background behind us, connecting our pearls through purpose, passion, perseverance, and performance. We are definitely launching a new dimension of service for Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
And it's so wonderful to me. You help at a very basic level in
Yes.
ways you just expressed, but also in helping young ladies and helping young men, probably more so young ladies, with scholarships to better themselves.
Yes, we have here in Dublin, Lawrence County, our scholarship funds go locally. Mm-hmm. We have members who are active from Vandalia, from Sandersville, from surrounding communities, and we fund one scholarship from all the different areas. We give those college-bound students actual monies to help them make their college experience better financially. So we're excited. We have fundraisers here in Dublin. In May, the first Saturday in May, we have a Taste of Dublin, which is all male chefs performing their dish. Yes. We also have coming November 15th, Fall Fantasy. And this year, our event the theme is Pop Couture, Endless possibilities. So we're excited about what we can do for the community in terms of our kids going to colleges, and as well as giving locally to the schools, as well as churches, as well as residents who need them. Through the food bank, through Howard Chapel, we fund their soup kitchen on a quarterly basis. We also participate in numerous other things, Relay for Life, and we also participate in the Deltas program that's coming up, and we have so much in terms of the Divine 9 fraternities and sororities that we all participate in, Voters Drive, Voter Education Drive, and trying to get the community actively involved in what's going to lead our community forward, not just internationally, but here in Dublin, Lawrence County. So that's why we have these programs, so that we can get our local people involved and for them to benefit from all the funds that's raised here locally.
How wonderful, Marie. And about how many chapters are here?
Right here this time we have close to 100 chapters that's that has come through today. As I said, we have 800 people that are here today, and we're quite excited. And each chapter that came, according to their size, have donated book bags with supplies in them. They will be given to Dublin City Schools and Lawrence County School System to give back to the community. And it's amazing. If you would, before you leave, take a picture of all the book bags that's in there that will be given to the school systems here locally.
Thank you. Miss Marie Bostic, everyone.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see all the activity going on out here, and what a wonderful day it is. We're here with Diane O'Neill. Many of you know her from our local community, and you all have been quite busy setting up for this event.
Yes, we have. This has been a weekend event, and it started on Friday afternoon with a pep rally out where a lot of our sororities came out to the DuBose Porter Center in their pink and green colors with all types of celebration and pep rallies and cheers, so to just generate the excitement, and it was very well felt.
Yes, Diane. And all of them here in our local community enjoying themselves. And we spoke a little bit about the book bags earlier. Tell us a little bit more about that and how that'll work in the days to come.
Under the direction of our international president, Dorothy Buchanan, she initiated the program that we should pay something back to our school system. So she wanted each of the chapters in our sorority chapters to go forth and gather and collect book bags. And as you can see, all the book bags that were brought in from each chapter so that our students can be prepared and equipped as they attend school each day.
How wonderful.
Yes.
Giving back to the local community.
Giving back to the local community. Yes, it is.
How long have you been in the sorority?
I have been in the sorority ever since 1995. And I joined under our local chapter, Tau Omicron Omega. It has been a wonderful experience and has afforded me the opportunity to help in giving back to the community.
How wonderful. What do you say to young ladies out there?
I will say to our young ladies that in order to be successful in life, you have to, first of all, know who you are. And in essence, as you know who you are, then turn around and try to help someone else pave the way. Because it's all about service to mankind. And when you serve others, then it can be a blessing to you as well as to your community.
Thank you, Diane.
Yes.
We appreciate what you do.
Okay, thank you.
We're here with Siobhan Broxton Young, who is a cluster coordinator. And I guess through internationally, you have different clusters.
Right.
So tell us about that.
So the sorority is broken down into regions, and each region has clusters broken down in the area. So the South Atlantic region has 8 clusters. This is Cluster 5, which is comprised of North Georgia on down to Dublin. Dublin is our southernmost area for Cluster 5. And so we're excited to be here today.
Wonderful, Siobhan. It's great to have you in our community. I'm hearing such good things about your sorority. How long have you been a member of the sorority?
I've been a member of the sorority for more than 30 years.
Wonderful.
Yes, I was initiated at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. In I'm not going to say.
And you don't have to. You look lovely.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And it's wonderful to have all you ladies here and wonderful to hear about the things that you do. Tell us a little bit about what you do as a cluster coordinator and how that plays into the sorority.
Well, cluster coordinators are at the behest of the regional director. We work under her direction to provide service to all mankind, which is the direction of our international president. So at the cluster level, we assist the regional director with planning conferences, with providing information to the members throughout the region, and just doing whatever things need to be done to be administratively helpful to her.
Wonderful. And what are you most passionate about with your sorority?
I think there are 2 things. I can't narrow it down to one. I am passionate about the service that we provide to the least of these. And then I am also passionate about the sisterhood that we share with each other. It is a phenomenal sisterhood, and we just love to get together and talk about what we're going to do to help others.
Encourage the young ladies for us that may be watching.
Yes. As you look out on the horizon of what's coming up in your life, please make sure that you are always prepared to give to others, because what you give comes back to you in double and more. So just plan to be giving.
Thank you, Siobhan.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to the Porter Center here in Dublin. Wonderful event going on. We're here with someone that will be recognizable to many people in our community, Miss Marilyn Moore, longtime school teacher at Dublin High, longtime member in the sorority here, too, from what I understand.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. And how many years have you been a member of the sorority?
Come May, I believe it will be 40 years. I pledged May of 1974 at Fort Valley State College, now University, and it's just been a pleasure ever since I've been a member, day one.
Wonderful. I can tell you're excited about it, and you have a lovely personality. You always have had a pleasant smile. Mm-hmm. And so we want you to share with everyone what your passion is for the sorority.
My passion for the sorority is the programs that it promotes, the service that it renders to the community, and just plain old sisterhood, the gathering of the sisters to make everything happen.
Wonderful. It takes that congregation.
It certainly does.
That sisterhood. Okay, now, you helped put this event together. You must really be dedicated, because to bring 800 people together at the Porter Center today took a lot of work. How long have you been working on this?
It has been a challenge, and we have been working on this ever since October of 2013, and literally put it together since July of 2014. So we had to do some work behind the scene in that this is the transitional year. Our leadership changed in July at our Boulé, our annual meeting. So we could only do things that we could do until we got the new leadership in place. And once the new leadership got in place, then we could talk about our theme and all those other kinds of things. But it was very important to select the venue, hotels, and everything else that would come to Dublin.
Mm-hmm. And you met a lot of people, I'm sure.
I met a lot of people, renewed some acquaintances. Mm-hmm. So these are not unfamiliar faces, they are familiar faces.
And then coming into your community, what do you share with them as the goals of our community? Because having lived here, having educated our young people, knowing our community as you do, what are the goals that we need to strive for?
Actually, the sorority this year is reaching out and touching through the levels of education. And this county, the city, is strong in its educational development of its youth. And so we're here to assist, and so we're promoting those goals, in addition to all types of services, helping people in the community from the youth to our senior citizens, promoting service programs that will help the communities to become better.
Have you been able to foster a lot into maybe the young ladies that you taught in school? Have you been able to bring some of them in and help them through the sorority?
Yes, there have been several young ladies that I've taught that have actually been initiated into our sorority, and that has been a pleasure. And to top all of that off, just school and service and things of this sort, lots of students that I have taught have been setting up and helping us with this event. So it's just marvelous to see your product come to fruition.
And you're bringing a community together. Marilyn, you're bringing the state, the region, and, in fact, internationally together for a common goal.
We certainly are. And through the work that we do here in Dublin with our local programs, we are going to continue to launch new dimensions of service, and we're going to carry out the targets that our international president has set forth, and our regional director, when we talk about launching new dimensions of service.
Here with Sharon Harriet. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you.
Thank you for a lovely smile
it's
and for
a pleasure
joining
to
us.
Be here.
You're excited, aren't you?
Oh, very excited.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been a member of the sorority?
I've been a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha for 36 years.
Congratulations on
a
lot of effort that you've put into probably not only your local community, but also nationally and internationally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We work on several different levels, and our whole credo and motto is service to all mankind.
And I love that, service to all mankind.
That's right.
How wonderful. And tell me about where you're from and about your local chapter.
Okay, well, I am from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm the regional director for the South Atlantic region that serves South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. I am a member of Gamma Nu Omega chapter in Columbia, South Carolina. I've been in Columbia since I went to college there back in 1975. It's been a truly honorable and memorable experience being a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, because it brings so much to your life, but not what I get, but what I give to those who need.
Tell us about some of your more rewarding opportunities that you've had to give to the community.
Well, what I enjoy about it is that we have people in all phases of life, and we can take what we know and what we've experienced and relate to them so they can build on their lives. They find out different activities, events, and be exposed to things that they perhaps might not have had the opportunity to do.
So you're building strength in them through exposure to things.
That's correct.
How wonderful.
Yes.
How wonderful. Tell us about when you first became a member of the sorority.
Oh, wow. Can I
and
remember
how
that far?
How that went for you.
I was so excited. I happened to be a senior when I became a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. This is a legacy for me. My mother was a member of the sorority, and she joined in 1951, and it took me until 1978 to reach that same goal. But it's something that we cherish together. It's a legacy that's come not with just me and my mother, but other members of my family. And it's something that we cherish to have the opportunity to share, to belong. And for me, I'm an only child. So it gave me the opportunity to have over 200,000 sisters that I can relate to. And they understand me, I understand them. And we're working for common purposes and common goals.
How wonderful.
It is great.
Yes.
It is an honor.
Yeah, we're honored to have you all, so many ladies here, and again, the common goal of helping all of mankind.
That's right.
We
We're
trust
here to
that
work.
the Lord will continue to bless
Well,
you.
thank you very much, and thank you for coming and joining us and speaking with us, because certainly we always want to share the good news about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, everyone, now we're with Miss Dorothy Wilson from Wisconsin.
Yes.
People from all over, as we said, nationally, internationally. Welcome to our fair city.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here in the Emerald City of Dublin, Georgia.
You dressed for the occasion.
I sure did. This is one of our colors, apple green.
Yes, and how lovely you look.
Well, thank you.
All of you came in your best attire and seemingly with the best attitude, Dorothy.
Absolutely. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority is a service organization. We're 106 years old. We are the nation's oldest sorority for college-trained African-American women. Started at Howard University. And we focus on service. And since we've been here this weekend, we've had a major initiative to collect backpacks for the area's children. In fact, we collected over 350 backpacks filled with school supplies. And this is a part of our national efforts to collect 1 million backpacks over the next 4 years for our nation's children. But education is a key part of what we do. We have 5 program target areas: education, health, family. We focus on global concerns, and also we have a big effort going with the environment. And so we are always right there at the cutting edge with issues that impact us as we live in today's society.
Yes, and with the heritage that you have, over 100 years strong, and being the first sorority, what a charge that you have to share with so many young people. So speak to our local young people, if you would, the ladies who may become involved, who may be leaving our city and going on to college and can help so many people around it.
We are an organization that's about service, and we also, obviously, being a sorority, we're a sisterhood. And so for young women coming out of high school, going to college, as they're looking to join organizations, we say to them, if you're about scholarship, if you're about academics, if you're about high standards, but more importantly, if you're about wanting to make a difference in your communities, Alpha Kappa Alpha is an organization that you might want to look at. Because if you look at our membership, and right now, since we were started in 1908, we've initiated over 265,000 members. We have women from all walks of life. And certainly a part of what we do, no matter who we are, no matter what our accomplishments, we do share that passion for service. And I know coming from a town like Dublin, Georgia, where it's all about family and community and having a sense of purpose bigger than yourself, we're an organization that embraces that.
All right, tell us a little bit about some of your experiences, the rewarding parts of helping young ladies.
Right. I've been involved with the sorority for 36 years, and since initiation or coming into the sorority in college, I've been continuously active, which means that no matter where I lived in the country, I lived on the East Coast, in the Midwest, and grew up in the South, I've been a member of this organization and been very involved with it. And a part of what attracts me to the organization is the fact that we're focused on service and on making a difference. And because there are so many of us and so many chapters across the nation, we can see the impact of the difference that we're making. And so since, as a very young lady coming to the organization and now growing up in this organization, that's been the one continuous thread in my life, I can see the impact that not only have I made as an individual, but as the impact the organization has made, not only in our communities, but also on the nation as a whole.
We trust that the success of Alpha Kappa will continue, and we just wish Godspeed to you.
Well, thank you so very much, and it's a pleasure to be here in your community this weekend.